Biggie Smalls was the king of New York's rap scene, and when he died in '97, every rapper in the city wanted to take his spot. There were a lot of artists going for it, but at the end of the day, it came down to Jay Z and Nas. They both thought they should be running the rap game, and their fight for the crown sparked one of the craziest rap beefs of all time. Here's how it all went down. According to rumors, everything started back when Nas was supposed to be featured on Jay Z's debut album, Reasonable Doubt. Nas allegedly bailed on a recording session, but he still showed up on the album because a producer named Ski Beats sampled a line from The World Is Yours on Jay's track, Dead Presidents 2. A month after Reasonable Doubt dropped, Nas released the second album, It Was Written, and took a shot at Jay on the track The Message. He said, 20G bets, I'm winning them. Threats, I'm sending them. Lex with TV sets, the minimum. Most people didn't catch the Jay diss at first, but in the video for Dead Presidents 2, Jay was riding around in a Lexus GS, and on the track Can I Live, Jay said, my mind is infested with sick thoughts that circle like a Lexus. In an interview with Complex, Nas said he got rid of his Lexus when he saw Jay whipping his. He said the line was really meant as a diss, but he just wanted to let everyone know he was on a different level and that driving the Lexus was the bare minimum. At this point, they weren't really beefing, and in '97, Jay sampled Nas again on the track Rap Game Crack Game. Then on the track Where I'm From, Jay shouted Nas out and said, I'm from where pull your card and argue all day about who's the best MCs, Biggie, Jay Z, or Nas. Biggie was running New York, but Jay was letting everyone know that Nas and him were in the discussion too. Then in March 1997, Biggie was shot and killed in LA, and that's when the situation really started to heat up. Jay and Biggie were tight before he died, and even planned on dropping a collab album called The Commission. On the track The City Is Mine, Jay showed love to the Notorious B.I.G., but said he was taking over now. He rapped, what's the deal, playboy? Just rest your soul. I'll be holding it down, yo. Still love the dough. And asking my dog for advice, so when he can't say shit, my hatred is, Phil, just give me a sign, and I let the world know that the city is mine. In 1999, the beef got more official after Jay's artist Memphis Bleek jumped in. Jay and Bleek had linked up on the track What You Think of That, where Bleek said, I love these streets, what you think of that? My whole team rocks, we don't speak to cats, I'ma ball till I fall, what you think of that? It wasn't even a Nas diss, but Nas clapped back on the track Nostradamus and said, you wanna ball till you fall? I can help you with that. You want beef? I could let a slug melt in your hat. Bleek came back with My Mind Right and called Nas out for faking his come up in the streets. He said, it's beef, I'ma see you and bang till you hang up. Your life a lie, but here's the truth. You ain't hyped to die, but you hyped to shoot. And only a few fit in. Your lifestyle's written, so who you supposed to be? Play your position. Nas and Bleek were sending shots back and forth at first, but on the track We Will Survive, Nas called out Jay for using Big's name while claiming to run New York. He said, it used to be fun, main records to see your response. But now competition is none now that you're gone. And these is wrong, using your name in vain. And they claim to be New York's king. Now the beef was on for real, and everyone in the rap game was paying attention. There had been static with Jay and Nas for years. They were finally about to go all out. At Hot 97 Summer Jam, Jay hit the stage and freestyled a massive diss against Mobb Deep. He aired him out for 32 bars, and at the end, he dropped the bomb, ask Nas, he don't want to a hoe, no. Nas clapped back with the Stillmatic freestyle and called out Jay and his Rockefeller artists Freeway, Beanie Siegel, and Memphis Bleek with the line, NY City, grab a hold and ride with me. Rip the freeway, shoot through Memphis with money bags. Stop in Philly, order cheesesteaks and eat beans fast. And bring it back up top, remove the fake king of New York. He also clowned Jay for sampling him and questioned his credibility with lines like, in those times, they never took place, you liar. Was your first court case, you had no priors. And you show off, I count dough off when you sample my voice. Nas had a good reply, but nobody knew what Jay was cooking up. He clapped back with Takeover, a diss track that was so savage, it made people think Nas's career might be over for good. Takeover opens up with 2 verses aimed at Mobb Deep, and Jay took his beef with Nas to the next level on the third. He aired him out for falling off and said, I know you miss it, Nas, the fame, but along with celebrity comes about 70 shots to your frame. Nigga, you a lame. And went from Nasty Nas to Esco's trash. Had a spark when you started, but now you just garbage. Fell from top 10 to not mentioned at all. Jay took more shots at Nas' street cred too and said, that's why you're lame. Careers come to an end. It's only so long, fake thugs can pretend. You ain't live it, you witnessed it from your folks' pad. You scribbled it in your notepad and created your life. Most people think Nas' first album, Illmatic, is one of the best rap records of all time. but his follow-ups didn't get as much love and disappointed a lot of fans. Jay used that against him with the line, 4 albums in 10 years? I could divide. That's one every, let's say 2. 2 of them shits was due. One was Nah, the other was Illmatic. That's one hot album every 10-year average. Jay took a lot of direct shots at him, but he ended the verse with, because you know who did a you know what with you know who. But just keep that between me and you for now. Nobody knew what it meant at first, but it didn't take long for the wild story behind the line to come out. After Takeover dropped, New York and the rest of the rap game thought it was over for Nas. Jay aired him out from every angle, and nobody knew how Nas would come back from it. Fans were already saying Jay had snatched the crown and beat Nas at his own game, and that's why no one was ready for what happened next. Nas came back with a song that would change the whole industry. Younger rap fans have probably heard about people getting ethered when someone disses them, and it all comes from Nas's track, Ether. He came out swinging with, how can Nas be garbage? Set my autos at your cartilage. Burner at the side of your dome, come out of my throne. I got this locked since 91. I am the truest. Name a rapper that I ain't influenced. Gave y'all chapters, and I'll keep my eyes on the Judas. Nas called Jay out for biting other people's style and disrespecting Biggie too with, this for Dolo and his manuscript just sounds stupid. When KRS already made an album called Blueprint. First Biggie's your man, then you got the nerve to say that you better than Big. Then he claimed Jay switched up on him for money and said, y'all niggas deal with emotions like what's sad is I love you because you're my brother. You traded your soul for riches. Nas called him ugly, a stan, and a whole lot of other stuff too. Ether was so brutal that every diss track since has been compared to it, and it put Nas right back at the top of the game. Takeover was savage, but Ether took it to another level. Jay wasn't done yet though. Around a week later, he dropped the track Super Ugly and rapped, you a little out of line, homie. Don't let the 9, homie, put you out your mind, homie. Just rhyme, homie. The track was full of cold lines, but on the third verse, Jay took the beef up a notch with, me and the boy AI got more in common than just balling and rhyming. Get it? More in Carmen. I came in your Bentley back seat, skitty in your Jeep, left condoms on your baby seat. It turns out that Jay had been hooking up with Nas's baby mama, Carmen Bryant, and on Super Ugly, he threw it right in his face. Carmen confirmed that she cheated with Jay in an interview with Vlad TV, and at one point, he even got her pregnant, but she miscarried. Jay had already taken a subliminal shot at Nas over the situation with the you know who, did you know what with you know who line on Takeover. But now, everyone knew exactly what he was talking about. Nas and Jay were going for the throat, but a lot of fans thought Jay took it too far by bringing Carmen and Nas's child into the beef. It was so disrespectful that Jay's mom called him the Hot 97 and said he should apologize for the track. Jay came up in the streets and even shot his own brother when he was 12. But sometimes, even crack dealers don't want to disappoint their moms. Jay called the radio station and apologized to Carmen and any other women he might have offended. That didn't mean the beef was over. On Blueprint 2, Jay said, I'm back before you had a chance to miss me. My mama can't save you this time. It's history. Nas responded on Last Real Alive. He made it sound like the beef was already over with the line, I was Scarface, Jay was Manolo. It hurt me when I had to kill him and his whole squad for Dolo. After that, Jay announced his retirement from rap, and Nas moved on from the situation. Even though they weren't taking shots at each other anymore, fans thought there would always be issues with them. That's why everyone was shocked when Nas and Jay hopped on stage together in 2005 and officially squashed it. They performed a couple tracks together, and Jay told the crowd, all that beef shit is done. We had our fun. Let's get this money. At the time, Jay had just been named as the president of Def Jam Records, and in 2006, Nas left Columbia Records and signed a Def Jam with Jay, which proved the beef was officially dead. A lot of rap beef only ends after somebody gets killed. Luckily, Jay and Nas leveled up and moved on before it got out of control. Their beef made them drop some of the hardest diss tracks of all time, but at the end of the day, they both got some major shine off of it. People will always debate about who came out on top, but no matter who won, Jay and Nas created one of the wildest beefs in hip-hop and somehow lived to see the end of it.